Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 29th. This week, very interesting because you start off with the Three of Diamonds. Three of Diamonds is very Virgo in a lot of ways. I mean, it's about deciding what you're worth, deciding are you making what you're worth, just even in relationships, like deciding does your partner value you as much as you think you should be valued, and having those thoughts and thinking those things this week, but also deciding, like, you know, looking at how other people value you and really figuring out, like, do I need to act this way? Do you need to act a certain way for people to value you? Do you feel like you're putting on a false front so that people value you? Do you feel like you're acquiring, like, wealth, or do you feel like you're acquiring too much money just so people value you? Or are you trying to keep up with the Joneses? The answers to those questions might be no, but you might be thinking about those things this week with this card, and just planning those things out. It's also a card of being very creative. Threes are extremely creative, and using creativity this week to kind of like navigate any work challenges or anything at work. Now is a good time to do it with this card. But a lot of you, I feel like, might even be thinking about travel or just making your life more, exciting, in the sense that, like, traveling more, doing more exciting things under this card. You have travel coming up again, in just one more card, and we'll talk about it there. But you have the Ten of Diamonds coming up next. Great work card. I think Virgos have been very work focused for the past few weeks, and even in the readings, I mean, it's been very work business focused. Even if you're not working or you're retired, I mean, this is great stability coming into finances, figuring all that out. Like I said, even planning your finances. If you're retired or something, maybe going over your finances with, like, a financial advisor or something, and figuring out how you can make more off of what you have. Maybe make more out of your retirement. This can also just be if you're not retired. I mean, just still, like, figuring out how to make more out of what you have, and it will lead to great stability. Ten of Diamonds is probably the best financial security card you can possibly get. So definitely look at how you can improve upon all of those things. And next, you have the Four of Diamonds. More stability in your finances coming in. And it's funny, I mean, again, Three of Diamonds as well, the first card you have there, can be worrying about finances and worrying about financial stability. And the Four of Diamonds is that financial stability coming to you. This can represent new jobs, new positions, traveling for business, travel. It can even just represent traveling in general, not for work or anything. And like I say, surprising things can happen under this card as well. And this might have been like a similar message for you last week. I think, you might have had something similar. It might have been another sign, but I was telling this other sign that basically this is the type of card where, you go to Hawaii and then decide that you're going to quit your job and become a surf instructor on the beach, and you're going to leave behind your job because you want to do what you truly enjoy, and that's what you truly enjoy. And that's what this card's all about, is like sometimes people travel to places under a Four of Diamonds and they end up never coming home. They stay there, they get a job there, and they live their life how they truly want to, and that's what this card is all about. And next you have the Seven of Spades, which is all about overcoming fears of doing something like that. A lot of you might even be thinking about leaving a job that you've been at for a very long time to start something new, and you might have a lot of fears around it, but just know sevens are internal fears that don't exist. So any fears that you have this week, definitely, don't allow them to control you with this card. And finally, you have the Queen of Clubs, planning things out and really figuring things out. A lot of planning and working going on this week. Again, I would say Queen of Clubs is all about planning. Sometimes we also need to open our eyes to reality under the Queen of Clubs. I mean, even on this deck, you can see she's got her eyes closed. So it can represent needing to open up and needing to kind of see what's truly going on in certain ways. Sometimes we have the Queen of Clubs come up, honestly, when we don't want to see what's going on, when we don't want to face reality, which, normally I would say is not, I don't think that's a problem with Virgo. So, I think you already do those things. I think you are willing to face reality. I think you are willing to see those things. Like I said, I don't think it's even a question that it's a problem with Virgo. It is a problem with Pisces, which is your opposite sign. So usually, like, again, it wouldn't be a problem with you. But again, I think the focus here on this card is planning and thinking about planning. You might have already been doing this for a few weeks, planning your future, planning your finances and things, but it comes up again. So looks like a great week. Thank you for watching and enjoy the week.